I'm Azim Sharp, founder of Leaf Credit Solutions. We're a national credit repair organization. I've spent the last 5 years helping individuals repair credit. I've successfully removed over 15,000 negative items from clients' credit reports, items such as collections, foreclosures, judgments, tax liens, medical bills, you name it. But today I'm here to help you with some information that I think would be very, very valuable if you're looking to repair your credit. Okay, so today, the pitfalls of paying off collection accounts. Well, basically what we have is a 5-part series, 5 mistakes to avoid when fixing your credit. Okay, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through mistake number 1. Don't pay off your collection accounts. Now, I know it may sound crazy, information that you're like, don't pay off your collection accounts. But what I'm going to say to you is going to make a whole lot of sense, and it's going to save you a whole lot of money and headaches in the long run. Okay, so in this video, we're going to go over why you shouldn't just pay off your collection accounts. Okay, mistake number 1, don't pay off your collection accounts. Why is that important? There's a lot of things that can happen when you do that. Information that the collection agencies don't make you aware of. They just call you, they harass you, and you automatically make payment arrangements. But I'm going to show you the correct way to do it, how to successfully get these accounts removed from your credit report and save yourself a lot of money in the long run. And these are all things done according to federal law, things that we've done and strategies that we implement to help our clients. Okay, so every debt has a statute of limitations, SOL, what we call the statute of limitations. And this varies according to the state that you live in. Okay, so if you live in the state of Georgia, the statute of limitations may be different from the state of New Jersey. So you need to check the statute of limitations in your particular state. In the future, we'll be posting that information on our website, leafcreditsolutions.com. But you can check the statute of limitations in your state. So, it goes according to where you live and also where you actually acquired the debt. Okay, so it's important to know, well, what is the statute of limitations? The statute of limitations is actually the time frame of how long by law a creditor can collect a debt from you. So you must check your state laws. Credit cards and contract debt, as we have stated here, are 4 years in most states. Mortgages are 7 years in a lot of states. So they have that amount of time to legally collect a debt from you. Now we're going to jump into some very, very important information, and I want you to pay close attention because this information can help save you a lot of money. And we're going to show you the right way and the wrong way to go about taking care of collections. Okay, so making a partial payment on a debt, it actually extends the debt for another 4 years. Okay, so that's not something you want to do. If you're not going to pay it off in full, don't bother with it. If you make payment arrangements, you can actually extend the debt for another 4 years. Okay. And that also paying a collection, it actually extends the statute of limitations and the date of last activity on the account. I'm going to give you a perfect example of this now. Let's say you have a Chase card, and that Chase card goes into collections 3 years ago. It went into collections. The statute of limitations will expire in actually 1 year. Now you make a small payment today because you got a call from a collection agency. They harassed you to make a payment, and now you have reset the statute of limitations for another 4 years. So now they can legally come after you for another 4 years. Okay, and these are just one of the things with collection accounts. And you can actually extend it for another 7 years. Oftentimes I look at a client's credit report and I'll see that they paid a collection account maybe a year or 2 ago, and they're saying, why is it still on my credit? Well, just because you pay a collection, the creditor is not obligated to remove that. But I'm going to show you how you can actually, if you do decide to pay it, get it removed permanently from your credit record. And there's also ways that you may not have to pay that collection, and we'll get into the laws pertaining to that, because you want to make sure that that creditor can actually validate the debt. Okay, so how can you avoid these pitfalls? This is, we went into what the problem is. Now I'm going to give you the solution. Number one, you want to force the debt collector to validate the debt. What do I mean by this? Let's say you have a collection agency and they're located in Houston, Texas, and you live in the state of New Jersey. That collection agency needs to be licensed to do business in the state of New Jersey. Now, you're not going to know to ask for that. In the past, you would have known to ask for that. When they contact you, you would have just automatically made a payment arrangements, or you would have ignored the phone call. But they have to be licensed to do business in the state that you live in, and most of them are not. They get licensed in one state because it's expensive for them to be licensed in multiple states, and they also know that when they contact you, the consumer, you're not going to know to ask for that. And you want these things in writing. You don't just want to say over the phone, "Hey, are you licensed to do business in my state?" Then you a lot of them just they're not. So you have rights as a consumer. In order for them to be able to collect this debt that they purchased from the original creditor, they have to follow the laws. And then also, the second thing that you can do here is a pay to delete letter. So let's say you're not trying to dispute the account. You want the account totally removed from your credit report. You're trying to qualify for a mortgage in the next 60 days or so, and you don't have the time to dispute to go back and forth. Okay, let's say you owe $500 on an account. The account is in collection status. You can do what we call a pay to delete letter sent to that creditor. They can sign off on it. Of course, someone has to, sign off on it within the company. And that simply they're stating that they would agree to remove that from your credit report in exchange for payment. That's a pay to delete letter. We have samples of this. We can forward one to you. This is very, very important because you don't want it showing on your credit report as a paid collection or settled for less than full amount. Oftentimes you'll get creditors that will agree to take less and still remove it from your credit report. So let's say you had a judgment for $500 and you decided that you were going to pay them $250. If they agreed to that in exchange for them removing it from your credit report, because you don't want it showing as a paid collection or settled for less than full amount, because what's going to happen is when they go to update that date of last activity on that account, it actually is going to lower your credit scores. So there's a right way and a wrong way to go about taking care of a collection account. One, you want to make sure that the creditor can actually validate or verify the debt. You can ask for original signatures, documentation, and if they can't provide those things, then by law, according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, they have to remove it from your credit report. This is very, very important. We save our clients thousands of dollars because we know how to implement the law in each case. So you want to know what your rights are. That's very, very important. It'll save you a lot of money. And you can also schedule a free credit consultation with us. There's no obligation. If this is not something that you want to do on your own, you can contact a company like ours, and we'd be willing to help you. You can schedule a free credit consultation where you'll get a free copy of your credit report. We'll give you some very valuable information that you can use for the rest of your life. There's a lot of things that people just don't know about credit and know what their rights are. They think that if something is on their credit report, they're just supposed to take care of it or pay it, and it has to stay on their credit report. But that's very far from the truth. Everything that I'm giving you is backed up by facts and by federal law. So again, you can schedule a free consultation with us. We'd be more than happy to help you out. I've helped out probably thousands of individuals now and help them improve their credit. But if we can, anything that we can do on a complimentary basis, we're willing to help as many people as we possibly can. Again, my name is Azim Sharp with Leaf Credit Solutions. Stay in touch, and we'll be coming at you with some more great and resourceful information.